Thanks, Anne. Hi, Thomas. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. You?
Yeah, good, thank you. We'll just start with the team news. I won't mention the long-termers. So the latest on Lucas Bergvall, Richie, and does Biss come back in?
Yes. Richie unfortunately got a hamstring injury that'll keep him out for up to 7 weeks. Lucas could be available, hopefully available for Saturday. Yeah, Beysouma is back, so he's available as well. Yeah, and then both Destiny and Dom got or close to finish a good week of training, so they're of course obviously a bit closer to both be involved and available, but closer to play even more minutes. So that's positive. They look good, both of them.
Great. Conor Gallagher, fans very, very excited by that. Is he exactly the kind of signing Tottenham need right now? And what qualities will he add to your squad?
Yeah, I think it's a top signing. Can't praise Fabio Johan and Vinna enough. The ownership for doing it and get it done, get over the line. We went quick. I think what he brings in terms of abilities, first and foremost, he's a very good player. Great experience in the Premier League, also in the Liga. Captained two teams. So that character, that leadership, that experience, and still young, 25, with plenty of development to reach, but coming in on a good level, bring his pressing abilities, his directness, scoring goals, but also being able to find good positions on the pitch is exactly what we need.
West Ham is such a big game on Saturday. It always is, but it just seems there's extra significance with the league table. How do you approach the game, and how do you personally deal with the pressure? A lot of pressure has been put on you recently.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm happy to take that, and that's it's all about how we can get the players out there full of confidence and brave and play forward. We need to. I know it's a big London derby, of course, against West Ham with the rivalry and everything, but it's all about us. For me, it's all about us. It's how we come out with energy, positive, forward, adding hopefully first half against Sunderland. Second half against Villa, if we can do that, then we'll put a top performance out there and then we'll win the game.
You'd like to think this is still early days for you. I mean, you seem pumped talking now. You won one in your first 10 at Brentford, but the rest is history. You see what happened after that. Do you need everyone to trust you and back you to turn this around in your favour?
Yes. I'm very aware how this football world works, no doubt about that. I know that we haven't got enough of the result we want. I know I can just see the small step we constantly are doing, and I still refer to the last 6 games with more positive, consistent performances. Not perfect, but there is some good signs of a team where we are talking about sometimes not being able to dealing with enough setbacks or resilience. The second half against Bournemouth and Villa, where it's so easy to fall apart. They actually step in together. They add more. I think that's talking about a culture that's getting a little bit stronger, a little bit more. Come on, let's everything we can to turn this little momentum. And in football, sometimes momentum change like that. I can see the small signs of the culture, the training, how the boys have been training here, especially Tuesday, Thursday, very intense, focused, working very hard on the offensive part of the game, because we know the defensive in many ways looks quite good, not through the roof, but quite good. Big improvements, set pieces are there. It's the offensive we need to do better, and that's what we're working hard on. And I think all the small steps we're doing, with everything from signing Connor, signing John Hittinger as assistant coach, excellent signing, Rafi as a football relation officer, I think is a correct title. I'm looking at you, Anthony. But just a key member in the direction, how we want to do things. So everything is going forward. We just need to add a top performance and a win on Saturday. You're welcome.
Hi Thomas, good afternoon.
Yeah, no.
Conor Gallagher was obviously a very good player before he moved to Spain. The time he spent at Atletico under the management of one of the most demanding managers in the world, Diego Simeone, do you think he evolved as a player? Added maybe anything else to his game, his time in Spain?
Yeah, I think every experience makes us better in a way, either clearly impact or reflection over it, and learn from the learn from the experience, and the quite a few conversations I had with Connor. He really liked the experience in Atletico. Really liked working with Simone. Really liked everything about it. Of course, we were privileged that he would like another challenge, and it was possible. But I think that experience added to how he ended his last year in Chelsea. I think he was at times unplayable. I think he was a fantastic player for Chelsea that season. So that's the Conor Gallagher we are looking at. That's the Conor Gallagher that I'm thinking can step straight into this team and help us straight away.
We can see from your point of view why you wanted Conor Gallagher. Obviously, experienced player, very good player. But when you spoke to him, what did you notice from him? Why did he decide that Spurs is the right project for him, the next move for him?
I think he could see I think, of course, one thing is the Premier League. Secondly, is the project and the opportunity here. The role he could get in the team. I think, as a first and foremost, as a player that can help the team with his abilities, the character and the culture architect I think he is as well, in terms of pushing the group every single day, training, matches, and I think you can see it's very exciting. There's some very exciting potential in this club.
Can I please ask you about Nuno? You face him this weekend. If you remove his short period here at Spurs, overall his time in the Premier League has been successful. You look at Forest last season, for example. How surprised are you, if you've been with his results so far at West Ham?
I think Nuno deserves a lot of respect for everything he's done in the Premier League. Had huge success, especially as they Forest, Wolves, remarkable. What he did there in many ways. So I think he's a top coach. He showed it many times. We know that he's facing it's that every challenge is difficult, just different challenges. But for us on Saturday, it is about us coming out with energy, positive and brave.
Yeah. Hi Thomas, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
You just said there regarding Conor Gallagher, every experience makes you better.
Yeah.
How has the experience of you managing Spurs since August made you better?
Okay, with his... Okay, sorry, I understood the question now. Everything, you learn about the club, how it's working, you learn about the staff, the players, every person I'm working with here, that definitely makes me better, no doubt about that. Closer, the more you know, the better decisions you hopefully can make. The sharper, the more precise you are about what needs to be done to get us to where we all want us to be, where this fantastic club should be, in the top of the Premier League. That's where we want to be.
All managers at some point in their career come under pressure, and there's outside noise about whether or not this will be their last game, or they've got 3 more games to save their job. And I never believed that I'd be talking to you about the fact that you're under pressure as a manager. How does it feel?
I think it's just, I would say, for me, it's only focusing on what I can affect. What can I affect? There's a lot of noise. I know that because I've been told, and I'm not stupid. Of course, I know we want more good results, but I also focusing on what I can see is actually working. We need to do more of that, and I know we need to focus on being calm and do the right thing and keep carrying on. If you do that, then it's a random game. If we keep doing the right thing, then that randomness, hopefully, because we do more things right, and we've done that, especially the last 6 games, that randomness will turn because we keep going after the positive and believe what we're doing is the right thing, then things will turn.
I hate to keep harping back to Brentford, but the one bus stop in Hounslow thing and the home wins almost became, it was almost like you were unbeatable at home. Is it a self-fulfilling prophecy now that nearly every time you play at home with Spurs, your team is under pressure and feel like winning is so difficult for them because they've done it so on so few occasions in the last 12 months or even since you've been at the club?
I definitely think something, especially when we turned this around and we won 3 games at home in every competition in a row, that would be a big step. And I think it would be a very good idea to start on Saturday, that unbeaten run at home in many ways. Because sometimes it can feel a little bit not as smooth or easy, just, coming, but as soon as you turn that corner, things will be a little bit more smooth, if that makes sense. So hopefully that energy and then I would say collaboration between the team and the fans that you felt second half against Villa, first half against Sunderland, that's what we need to get more of. When you have that, then it's a fantastic place, our fantastic stadium, our home, and that's where we need to be. I mean it. That is any successful team needs to create a fortress. And I know it's been difficult, but that's what we're aiming for. And the more we do, the more we believe, the more we do together, the better chance we'll have. Thank you.
Hi there, Thomas. You mentioned John Heisinger there. I just want to ask you a bit more about him. Did you kind of drive that process to bring him through the doors? And also, do you sense someone maybe with a bit of a point to prove after kind of what's happened to him in his coaching career recently?
Yeah, it was a process we did together. Of course, I was a big part of it because Johan, Fabio and I was the main drivers of that. I think he was a standout candidate with everything he's experienced. Of course, obviously a top playing career. That's one thing, but also like how he then did after that in terms of his experience in the academy of Ajax. Of course, when you play there, that's one thing, but when you also go back and coach there, is one of the best academies in the world. So he walked the hard way, and then on top of that had 2 good experiences in Premier League in West Ham and Liverpool, and now also been trying to stand out there where there's a bit more noise and wind sometimes. That gave him a perfect profile. And then, of course, I met him now a few times before, and all the character reference we took, just a top guy, top integrity, top football person.
No Richarlison for almost 2 months, by the sounds of it. Kudus not back till April, obviously still waiting for Deki to come back as well. Are you in a situation where you are going to have to bring someone in an attacking kind of position in this window? Because, I mean, we saw the other day when you just didn't really have the options from the bench.
Yeah, it is what it is. We need to deal with what we have, but of course it's Villa, let me put it that way, brought a little bit more experience and quality on the pitch that we were able to do there. But hey, it is what it is. We are in the market, as I said many times, to see if we can improve the squad. But it needs to be something that we improve the squad short and long term. It needs to be that decision. It can't only be for the next 4 months. We need to think bigger picture as well. But of course, we know that we have few offensive players down in that aspect.
And talking about the big picture, obviously we know Fabio Paratici is leaving now to go to Fiorentina at the end of the window. You spoke about Rafi coming through the doors as well. There's so much change at Tottenham, so many kind of heads of department that have changed. Is it going to take a while for everyone to kind of almost like work out what they're doing and pick things up and take it forward?
Yeah, but there is. I know the one thing you don't have in football is time, but the one thing that's also been proven right to success is time. So it's a little bit of a conundrum. You need time, not only me, but everyone to gel and make this big engine tick and get up to momentum and pace, and then it's like unstoppable force at one stage. That's the big aim we're aiming for. But there's a few new people in, and all of us to get to know each other and how we work and get the right process and structure in place is important. But alongside that, we need to perform to our best ability in the most positive way, and that needs to start on Saturday against West Ham.
George.
Thomas, hello. There's a great scene when Conor Gallagher plays for Atletico and he makes 2 crunching tackles, and the crowd go nuts. Simeone loves it, and he earns the nickname the Pitbull. So sort of two questions: what do you think of the nickname? But also, secondly, how did you sell the vision to Conor Gallagher to believe in your project? Because by all accounts, you beat other Premier League clubs to him.
Yeah, I think it's a great, a great nickname. I think it shows Conor, I think, have a lot of good offensive abilities. You know, his ability to arrive in the box, scoring goals, his way of finishing. I think he's a clever finisher as well. I think his skill set around the last third is good in terms of arriving in the right positions. You know, how can I say, I told him about the project and the plan with him and the club and what we are aiming for, and all that suited him very well. And also I think he suited us, and I think we suit him.
Is he probably looking also as well that he's got a great chance of making the England squad next summer? Is that part of his thinking, do you think, when you spoke to him?
Yeah, to be fair, that we didn't speak about. Sometimes you could do that. He didn't mention it. I didn't mention it. I know it's I could imagine it's a very important thing for him, but for me it was all about Tottenham. What can he add to us? Short term, long term. What is the plan? What is the vision for him and the club?
And just in terms of how you're feeling at the moment, it feels like you make progress, you sign Conor Gallagher, then you find out Richarlison's out for 7 weeks. Is it a bit sort of 2 steps forward, 1 step back for you at the moment? Is that how you feel, or?
Yeah, it's not a straightforward road. Let me put it that way. I think we're probably 1 inch on Mickey van der Veen's head away from a 3-2 winner against Bournemouth, and we have 8 points in 4 games, a little bit more momentum, and you know, sometimes these bits need to drop for you as well, and it seems like when we get a fit player back, another one get injured, but that's football. Sometimes we need just to get through it and get through the tough spells, and there's only one way forward. That's keep walking. If you are in a tough times, you can only walk forward and walk through it and work through it. So yeah, be calm, carry on.